Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of motivation, featuring...
I thought, well, if I play baseball, you know what I really wanted? I wanted to be happier. Like, if you really get down to it, I wanted to be happier. And I thought, well, if I make professional baseball, then I'll be happier. And I think a lot of people, they think they want these things, but if you really strip it down, at least for me, I just wanted to be happier. I wanted to be more fulfilled. And I thought baseball would get me that because these guys look pretty happy.
Yeah.
And it was a childhood dream that I carried with me into adulthood. But as I became a little bit older, bro, I was like, you know what really fulfills me? You know what really makes me happy? Not hitting a round ball with a wooden bat over someone's head.
Yeah.
It's actually making a difference for another human being. And to be honest with you, it shocked me because I really had never even conceived that would be something that would fulfill me.
Yeah.
Why would that fulfill me? Working with kids or no one knows. It's not on TV. Nobody broadcasts it. You don't get a lot of money for doing it. Why would that be a dream?
Yeah.
Yet it's the thing that filled me up more than anything I've ever done in my life to this day. One thing that occurs to me is that oftentimes in our life, our dreams don't show up in the package we thought they'd show up in.
Oh, so good.
And it just occurred to me as you were saying it, like, that was not a dream that in any way I thought would be a package I would uncover. Oftentimes, even who you end up eventually falling in love with might not be the person you pictured when you were 10 years old or 14 years old.
Definitely, yeah.
Dreams show up. Even my other careers, other businesses, they weren't things I really thought I would be doing, right? They show up in unique packages, but everything happens for you and not to you. And I just fundamentally believe that. And I grew up, my dad's my best friend now, but my dad was an alcoholic while I was a child. And ironically, my dad's drinking in many ways, his alcoholism happened for me and not to me. Although it's so hard to understand that when you're a little boy and you have all this chaos and anxiety in your life, and fear is what having an alcoholic family member can do for you. But one thing I give you three things it gave me. Number one, when my dad would come home, when he would, I'd have to deduce really quickly. I have to look at him and be present. Which dad am I getting? Am I getting happy, sober dad who wants to play with me? Or am I getting drunk, kind of angry, disconnected, mean dad? And so I built these skills as a young man because of my dad's drinking, of being present with people and assessing them, really. And that's a unique thing that I developed because my dad drank. Second thing that happened was my dad got sober. He's at an AA meeting. I'm now living back at his house as a grown man. And he comes back from the AA meeting, first AA meeting, first sobriety meeting, and says, hey, I got you a job. You're getting off the bed tomorrow morning. Get down to McKinley Home for Boys. I said, what is that? He goes, I don't know, but I got you a job at $6 an hour. Show up 6 a.m. I walk in the door at that 6 a.m. meeting. I said, I'm here for the job. What is it? I said, I have no idea. My dad sent me here. This is where my life changes. Grown man, college degree. My dad sent me here. What are you supposed to be doing here? I said, I have no idea. Come back when you know. Do you even know who referred you? I said, well, his name's Tim, I think my dad said. I get to the door and they're like, come back. And I said, well, I think he's an alcoholic because he was at an AA meeting with my dad last night. And they go, oh, drunk Tim, Cottage 8. I'm like, holy crap. And I walk down to Cottage 8 and all the boys, there's 10 boys there, all 8 to 10 years old, getting ready for school. And I open the door and the whole room stops and they all stop and stare at me. And little did I know in that moment, my life would change. I became their father, their big brother. I went trick-or-treating. I was there for Christmas. I do their homework with them. As a young man, athlete, full of ego, I was humbled that I needed to serve. I'm getting chills. I had to serve these boys. And the third thing my dad's drinking did for me is it equipped me for that moment. Because these boys all had the same anxiety. They were wards of the court. Their parents were dead, incarcerated, or had molested them. And so although I didn't have that kind of anxiety, I knew what it was like to be a little 8-year-old boy and be fearful and be scared. And I could connect with them based on that. And so ironically, the entire time, God, the universe, life was equipping and preparing me for that moment. If my dad's not an alcoholic, I don't learn to assess people. He's not at the AA meeting that refers me, and I can't connect with these boys when I get there. And so eventually in life, the dots all connect if you stay vigilant and you stay after it. And in that moment, my life changed.
Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the original channel, subscribe to our channel if you like the video and leave a like, comment below what you think about what you just heard, and as always, stay motivated. See you tomorrow!